Some rumors about a new God of War game, a PS5 exclusive is heading to PC, Dying Light is celebrating a big milestone, Ubisoft announces layoffs, and some controversial updates on Assassin's Creed. Let's get to it. First up, there's a new rumor on where Santa Monica could take God of War next. According to MCU leaker Daniel RPK, Sony Santa Monica is rumored to be working on a brand new God of War game, and this time it might explore Egyptian mythology. Over at his Patreon, Daniel says that Sony is currently casting Middle Eastern actors for an unknown AAA title, which he believes is likely to be the next God of War that explores Egyptian mythology. Daniel RPK, however, is usually spot on with MCU leaks, but not so much with gaming ones, so we'll have to take this one with a grain of salt. However, this wouldn't be weird since Kratos already visited Egypt in the Fallen God comic from Dark Horse, and besides that, the making of documentary of God of War 2018 had director Cory Barlog revealing that they explored Egyptian mythology before deciding for the Norse one. There's also a chance of this casting being related to the recently cancelled God of War live service from Bluepoint Games, with some of the leaked concept art kind of depicting what was an Egyptian setting. Santa Monica is also rumored to be working on a new IP, so we'll probably have to wait some years before we officially learn what Kratos' next adventure is going to be. But what do you think? Would you like the next God of War game to take place in Egyptian mythology? Let me know in the comments. Moving on, Rise of the Ronin, a PS5 console exclusive, has officially been confirmed for PC. According to VGC, Team Ninja will publish the game on March 22nd for PC via Steam, with features like ultra-wide compatibility, 8K support, 120 FPS, 3D audio, and a lot more. The Samurai RPG was revealed at the September 2022 State of Play, and it was heavily marketed as a PlayStation exclusive given that SIG was the publisher for PS5. Similar to other external exclusives like Death Stranding for example, the game will find its way to PC about a year after its release on PS5, and in the same way it could also arrive to Xbox in the future. Sony's own exclusives also arrive on PC a bit about a year after its release on console, with Spider-Man 2 being out this week and is the fastest game being ported after 15 months. Meanwhile, Team Ninja is currently working on Ninja Gaiden 4, which was revealed at the Xbox Developer Direct last week, and it's an Xbox publishing game that will launch on PS5, Xbox Series and PC this fall. So yeah, it's kind of the usual time frame, and it's not that surprising that Rise of the Ronin is no longer exclusive to PS5, but what do you think about this release for PC? Let me know in the comments. Next, Techland is celebrating the Dying Light 10th anniversary in a big way. Insider Gaming reports that they have announced new content for Dying Light and Dying Light 2, including an expanded story and game updates. First, the original Dying Light will get a free skin bundle and a hyper mode event, and for Dying Light 2 users will be getting a new tower raid mode on February 19. After that, there's new characters for tower mode, co-op updates, new weapons, outfit and gears, and more improvements. Plus, the game will be discounted to its lowest ever on all platforms. Besides that, both games will get the return of in-game events like Low Gravity and Super Crane. That's not all the announcements, since Techland also said that they are working on 2 brand new games, and that's not counting Dying Light the Beast, which is coming out this summer. One of these projects is said to be an open-world fantasy RPG, while the other remains a mystery. Now, Techland already supported the first game with lots of updates, so it's not surprising that they are still pushing new updates for Dying Light 2, and it's clear that they want this year to be the big one for the franchise, supporting that existing fanbase after 10 years, while also planning ahead for the future, which is great to see. So, are you still playing Dying Light 2? Are you happy with this new update? What are your hopes for Techland's new projects? Sound off in the comments. Now, moving on to some Ubisoft news and sad ones. Ubisoft has confirmed that there will be 185 layoffs in the company, according to VGC. The affected teams include Ubisoft Leamington, which will be closed down, and that is the studio behind DJ Hero when it was with Activision, and it was acquired by Ubisoft in 2017, and after that it was a support studio that worked on Far Cry 5, Avatar and the recent Star Wars Outlaws. Other teams will be downsized, including Ubisoft Stockholm, Dusseldorf and Reflections. Now, in a statement sent to VGC, the company says that these cuts are, and I quote, part of our ongoing efforts to prioritize projects and reduce costs that ensure long-term stability at Ubisoft. This comes as Ubisoft has faced challenges with underperforming games recently with Star Wars Outlaws, the delay of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and they are pushing for Tencent to acquire the company. Ubisoft's string of bad decisions sadly end up with some teams being closed and others being cut off, but here's hoping that everyone affected lands on their feet very soon. Now, what do you think about Ubisoft's recent struggles? What's your thoughts in the comments? Sticking with Ubisoft, there's news on 2 Assassin's Creed games. First up, we have Assassin's Creed Mirage that seems to be getting new DLC later this year, even after the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that according to BGC is funded by Savvy Games, and that is a company backed by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. Now, the DLC is set to feature a new story and location that could extend the game's lifespan, but there's no additional details on how lengthy this DLC will be. Ubisoft was initially set to move all focus toward Assassin's Creed Shadows, but French website Les Echos reports that CEO Yves Guillemot decided to move forward with the new DLC. Now, speaking of Assassin's Creed Shadows, Pushcore is reporting that the game is being censored in Japan. The news comes from Japanese rating organization Zero, that revealed the game will have a 0C rating, removing gore and body dismemberment, despite an option being in the settings that allow you to turn this off. The way that severed body parts are depicted has also been changed according to Ubisoft. Now, you may not remember, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla faced similar issues when it launched in 2020, so Shadows is far from being the first Assassin's Creed game to be censored. So are you planning to check the new Mirage DLC in the future? And what's your take on these censorships for Assassin's Creed Shadows? Let me know in the comments. And that's it for today's PlayStation news. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future updates. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.